page. I want to show you today how to take out a carburetor on the Yamaha XV1600 Road Star. This is a 2000 year. I just picked the bike up. First we're going to remove the seat. The seat comes out with the key, and in this case we got a Mustang seat, so there is a bolt in the back. Otherwise you normally have just the front seat, so once you turn the key the seat pops out and comes off. So here we go, the rear bolt, 10 mil. This one is really rusty, so I am putting it back. Gone. The front, just the key, so there it is, seat's off. Here we got 3 bolts. We got one up here, one here, and one over here. 5 millimeter. We'll pick that one up later. We will need that. These ones are still okay. Not too rusty. Now we pick this one up, and there is going to be 2 wiring connectors. You can pull them out like that. Here's the detail on the 2 connectors. The one, it's right here. You got to press this little lock right there down and just pull on the connector. The other one, it's hidden inside right here, and you actually pull on it, so it goes, I don't know if you could see it, like this. Just press this little guy out of the way, this way. This one is pretty easy. Bam. The gas tank's got a long bolt back here and with the nut. So we gotta take out that. Then we got a connector here that's gotta be disconnected, and we got a fuel line to undo over here. Alright, so first I'm gonna undo this connector, and 2 10 millimeters, one to hold the bolt, the other one for the nut. Be careful, there is a washer on each side, so don't lose it. Now I gotta undo the fuel line. Ugh. This thing's been sitting for a couple of years, so the gas is ripe. Let me tell you, it stinks. Alright, here we go. Gas tank is off. Okay, this is the view with the gas tank off. What we're gonna take next out is our air cleaner assembly. You might have still the original cover on it with the original filter. This is a K&N aftermarket lid, but basically the same back. So carburetor is right here, so let's do the airbox first. The airbox is held by 3 5 millimeter Allen head bolts. The run is here, the other one's right there, and one on the bottom right over there. So we're gonna remove those, and then we got a clamp Phillips head screw right there. Guys, I'm purposely not using some fancy air tools or ratchet sockets. Most guys, they're not doing this full time or don't love tools. They're gonna have basic tools, just like this Allen wrench. So just want to show you, you don't need to go crazy. Phillips head right there. You just pull right off. There it is. Air box is off. Okay, to take the carburetor off, I'm using a flashlight because it's getting dark outside. we got a Phillips head clamp, Phillips head screw on the clamp right there. We got a fuel line over here, 2 throttle cables, and we got to undo the choke cable that is way down here on this side. We're gonna need a 17mm for that on the back. So here we go. I'm just gonna loosen these for now so I can move the cable out by hand, but it's much easier to do it when the carburetor is already out halfway. I'll show you in a minute. So I'm gonna undo these first. Okay, they're off, just kind of hanging right like that. The next thing is the fuel line, the needle nose. Push that clamp back. This hose is gonna be probably replaced. We'll see what it looks like. There it is. Some fuel might come out. I said this one stinks. Next thing, I'll go to the other side and undo the choke cable. Here's the choke cable. There is a plastic nut in the back of it, 17mm. Be careful with it, you don't want to crack it. You gotta back it up all the way like that and pull on it and it'll slip off. See, this bracket has a slit in it. Next, we are doing this clamp back here, the little Phillips head. Undo that. And the carburetor should pop out. Like I said, I'm doing this one-handed, so it's not that easy, but we get it done. So now, this is what I was telling you before. You see, you got these cables hanging. Look how much easier it is to get them undone while the carburetor is out like this. Instead, try to fit your hand down there. Here is our choke cable that we broke loose from the other side. Forgot about these electrical connectors. There's 2 connectors up here. So let me get to those. You can get to them easy from this side, from the choke side. Right here, we are on this side of the bike now. If you got no nails like me, you can use a screwdriver to push this thing in. Like I said, I'm working one-handed, but there we go, it's off. Here we got our idle adjustment that just pops out right out of that slot, and you can not sure if we'll be able to push it in or if you gotta take that bracket off. We'll find out in a minute. Oh, it comes out. So you take it out like that, and there we go. Carburetor's off. We have all our parts kind of nicely organized so you can see them. I recommend you do the same thing. Put it somewhere out of the way. You can easily remember how to put it back together that way. Your gas tank with the bolt behind it, the dash, 3 bolts, airbox, 3 bolts, our carburetor. Your bike looks like this without the carburetor on it. I recommend stuffing a rag inside the intake so you don't get any debris in it while you're working on your carburetor. I'm gonna have another video putting the carburetor back into the bike, doing the initial startup, all that. Also a video of showing rebuilding it, cleaning it. So stay tuned. I hope you liked it. I hope it helps you. Thanks.